Currently in the airport, waiting on the flight there. 10:20 in the morning, so race is in 24 hours. Just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. So Lana, it's going to be the camera woman tomorrow, so if the videos are shit, it's her fault.
In the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. Please ensure that your hand luggage is stowed away correctly, your seatbelt is fastened.
Yes, so we have arrived. The apartment is actually fresh. I'll show you in a wee minute, but just got here. I have got shoes on. I'm gonna go for a quick shakeout run, get the legs moving because we're on in 15 hours tomorrow morning, 8:30. So quick little movement. Traveling, you're sitting down all day for hours, so didn't get many steps done today and my legs feel heavy. So just for a quick 5k, I will show you the gaff. It's actually nice enough. Two beds in here, decent. I think it's freshly done up too. It all looks nice inside. Look at this. Not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, quick little shakeout now, 5k, get the legs loosened up, get them feeling good. Then we're gonna hit the Christmas markets, get to sleep, and then I'll see you tomorrow.
Yo debí enrollarme más, mira lo que te digo. O sea, es que fuimos una de las primeras a salir.
Pero eso pasa siempre cuando acabas una conversación.
Oh, it's cold, it's chilly. So, we just arrived at the Christmas market. I thought we will take you around and show you what they're like, because they're supposed to be very, very good. But I guess we will soon see.
Oh my god, look.
Holy shit. It's like every kid's dream, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh, I love these. These were my favorite.
All the laces.
Yeah, oh my god.
This gummy bears are so
Yeah. Good morning, guys and girls. Got the nose strip on because I have a bit of a cold, if you can't tell. So last couple of days I've had a wee bit of a cold. It's not been bad, and I don't really think it'll affect me too much today. But I woke up and nose doesn't feel the best, so thought the strip might help. But we're 2 hours out, actually less. Yes, less, 1 hour 50 out. Breakfast about to go down, and we will see you on the way to the venue and see how it goes.
Right.
This is right before I break the world record. Down a little bit.
Weirdo.
Outfit check.
So stylish. Slay.
Let's look with the shoes on too.
You excited?
Yeah, feeling good. 37 minutes to go. Just getting a gel with carbs. And these actually have electrolytes, because one issue that happened last time, just after halfway, just after the burpees, I'll actually start running now as well. Just after, no, keep it still on. Yeah, just after the burpees, the last time I was fighting a bit of a cramp. Obviously due to low electrolytes, so
This time my energy gels have electrolytes, so I'm hoping that cramp's not an issue and I stay feeling a little bit better. So I'm gonna do next 10-15 minutes, just get the body warmed up slowly, touch the sleds, and we're ready to fucking go.
We're back 2 weeks post Dublin. Madrid Hyrox solos done and dusted, so I'm going to jump on, do a little bit of a review here on top of the vlog and just give some comparisons now that I've done 2 of these solo races. So pretty much 2 weeks apart, 1:19 in Dublin and then 1:16 here in Madrid, so I managed to take close to 3 minutes off in those 2 weeks, and I thought I'd just run over some of the reasons why and some of the thoughts and things I've learned in this race so far. So first of all, loved Madrid. Madrid was great, very, very cold. Lots of people have been asking. It was fucking freezing. It was like 1 degree in the evening. Didn't expect it to be that cold, but it doesn't really matter, it is what it is. Great city, definitely recommend it. I'll be back when it's hot. But yeah, the race, things went pretty good up until the day. I was definitely fitter in the 2 weeks. So coming away from Dublin, some of my big takeaways were obviously you need to improve the running. I knew that anyway. It's like, you know, I've only really been running the last 6-7 months. So not been that long. It does take a bit of time to build your cardiovascular engine, to build your cardiovascular system, just like in the gym. It's like no matter how hardcore, how disciplined you are, you're not going to go from a 60 kilo bench press like week 1 to 200 kilo bench press in 6 months. It's just not going to happen. There is a certain rate of progression. So I'm doing everything right, or most of the things right, because I am progressing. But I did learn a couple of things and thought I'd implement them. Plus a couple of different strategies. Main takeaways from Dublin was wall balls was like 7 minutes 45, which was just a joke. But that's part of the fatigue being at the end of the race. And then also I was cramping second half of Dublin, so that definitely cost me time on the runs. It cost me time on the lunges, and it cost me time on the wall balls in particular, because it was the quads that were close to cramping, and those are very quad heavy, both those movements and the runs. So made sure that wasn't a problem this time, because I took the MyProtein Hyrox gels, which are carb gels, but they have added electrolytes. And I just was extra due diligent, staying on top of my electrolytes and the build up. But yeah, in terms of the race, how it went, comparisons, I finished 1:16.47 compared to Dublin, which was 1:19.20. So 2 minutes 33 quicker. My running was 21 seconds quicker, so average 4:47 per K. This time 4:50 in Dublin. Workouts were 3 minutes 40 quicker, which was very, very good. Rock zone was a lot slower. The rock zone was humongous. I only have done 2 Hyrox races, so I don't really know much of them, but it was way bigger, massive, and a little bit more confusing, to be honest. So overall 2 minutes 33 quicker. Ski erg, so this is one of the only ones that was actually a little bit slower. I put that down to the rock zone just being so big. I didn't, it's not a fitness thing. The ski is something that I purposely take slow. Number 1, it's at the start of the race, so I'm trying to pace myself. Number 2, it's like I'm saving most of my energy for runs. There's very few of these stations I actually push at my limit, because the race is 55% running, so I need to come off the machines ready to run at the quickest possible pace, because a ski erg is something that to gain an extra 5 seconds per 500 meter, because that's the speed that it's used, it looks at your speed per 100 meter, to gain an extra like 5 meters per 500 meters, your heartbeat, you're looking at like 5, 6, 7 heartbeats per minute rate of gain, and that's just not worth it for me. But I'd rather save that, sacrifice 5 to 10 seconds slower on the ski, and then save that for the runs. Coming into the sled, this was 28 seconds slower as well. So far we're off to a terrible start here. But only joking, obviously. But I would say this definitely felt harder than Dublin. The sleds, it felt, you'll see a lot in Hyrox, people talking about the carpets. I think it depends a lot on the surface underneath, but this definitely felt a little harder on the sled push and sled pull, I do have to say. Now, I was a little bit ill going into this, like a tiny bit. It
it did not affect me by minutes. I'm not making excuses, but as the race went in, I definitely felt my breathing get a little bit more hampered. Plus, on the morning of the race, my data was a little bit off, so it maybe cost me a tiny bit, but I knew I was still fitter. I knew I was going to smash it, but maybe that played into the sleds feeling heavier, because the first like 3-4 movements of this race I was really hurting. I would maybe say even more so than Dublin. I was really not enjoying it. It was hard. My sled technique was all over the place. I was kind of getting a little bit pissed off, to tell you the truth, because I felt like my heart rate was already in zone 5. I felt like this isn't moving as well as it was in Dublin, and I was just in the hurt. So at that point, my technique was kind of all over the place. Still a relatively decent sled pull time, maybe compared to a lot of other people, but being bigger and heavier, the sled pull does generally tend to be a little bit easier for myself. So moving on, next station, burpees. Now these are tricky for me, right? It's a body weight movement. It hurts being bigger and heavier, getting down, getting up. So this is one that I was going to trial a bit of a different strategy. So up until now, like the first 4, ski, sled, push, sled, pull, I didn't really change anything. I was more just pacing myself. I think in Dublin on the sled push, I did the first 2 lanes unbroken, whereas I did the first one unbroken and then just halves for this. Here for the burpees, in Dublin, I was doing knee up the whole time, right? So on the way up, you don't spring up, you get up by one knee and then bring both your legs up. Whereas here, my thought process was, I'm gonna just try do these a little bit quicker. I widened my foot stance, so made them my feet wider apart compared to what they were in Dublin, because watching back, I thought it was a little bit narrow. Looking at other people's burpees, I thought a wider foot stance, better balance when I land, and might help me. So I ended up going on the burpees. I was 31 seconds quicker, coming in at 5:38 compared to 6:09 in Dublin, so a little bit quicker. Moving on to the row. The row was 14 seconds quicker, but row is recovery, okay? Anyone who's pushing the row hard is probably not that smart in a Hyrox race. It's one, again, like the ski, where you can really recover, and especially if you need to push the runs hard like myself. I'm naturally going to be better at rowing. I'm naturally going to be better at skier, just because I'm bigger and stronger and taller. All of those things are an advantage. So I take the row relatively easy to regain my legs, regain my heart rate, and prepare for that next run. So during this Hyrox as well, I kind of came to the conclusion that I hate the first half of the race, the first 4 until burpees are done. I'm hurting, I don't enjoy it, and then the second half I catch a bit of a second wind and I really feel like I'm able to push a lot more. So that was kind of once I was on the row here, I was like, right, okay, game on, I'm feeling much better. So ended up 14 seconds quicker on the row into sandbag lunges. Now this is one, we actually missed farmer's carry. So didn't get any footage of the farmer's carry. I did it very well here. I actually went 8 seconds quicker than in Dublin. I got a 1:28, and I believe that is in the top 11%. So pretty much I just take them and run. There's only a couple seconds really that could be faster. It's easy. Right, I already wasn't feeling the cramp by this point, so I knew the Hyrox electrolyte gels were working. That strategy was a success. So coming to the lunges, I knew I'm feeling better. I can push these a little bit more. So I shaved a full 71 seconds off. So in Dublin I was 5:14. Here in Madrid I was 4 minutes 3, so 1 minute 11 faster. Did them pretty quick for me, but I know there's still more there. Wall balls, a full 1 minute 58 faster, way better, partly due to technique improvements. So I are more just repetitions, because there's a couple of aspects of Hyrox, right? There's like, number one, your fitness, you have strategy, but also just movement pattern learning, doing more wall balls, getting more accustomed to it, getting the mobility through the ankles, knees and hips, shoulders. So I practiced wall balls quite a lot actually, because they were so horrible after Dublin. So I threw them in quite a few times, get more of that movement pattern just ingrained. Plus I knew the time in Dublin was horrendous, partly due to the electrolytes as well. For every 1 litre of sweat you lose, and then add to that, this will be exacerbated even more if you lose more electrolytes too, but for every 1 litre of sweat you lose, you gain about 10 beats per minute of heart rate, which is astronomical. So I was clearly very dehydrated in Dublin towards the end, low on electrolytes. Heart rate is just, you're forced to work harder than what you actually would be if you were hydrated. So staying on top of the electrolytes coming into Dublin, or coming into Madrid, made things a lot easier and a lot better. But yeah, improved everything. And some takeaways, I suppose. I feel like I've got a good grasp on the training now, what needs to be done. Hyrox is a running race. It is 50 to 55% running. You need to get better at running, so that's takeaway number 1. And threshold work, I think, pays off quite a lot. So I have double threshold days, which I think I've been working quite well. My LT1 threshold level, at LT2, I'm working on all that. More easy runs too is helping. But yeah, and fueling, I can't stress enough how important fueling is. There's a lot of people that just show up to these Hyrox races, and fair enough, just do them for fun. You know, it is what it is, that's fine. But if you really want to improve your times, fueling is so important. And that's kind of the only 2 things really that could fuck up your race, you know, because when you're in the last 2-3 days out, all you really have is your rest and nutrition. You've gained all the fitness you could possibly have. The only way you could mess it up is, number 1, messing up your nutrition or messing up your recovery. And if you have those 2 on point, you're able to, number 1, progress way faster, and just always show up close to your 100%. So fueling for the race is so important. Fueling around sessions is so important too. A lot of these cardio sessions to get ready for a Hyrox are going to be 60, 70, 80, 90 minutes long, right? And they have to be, because if you're going to do a 75-minute Hyrox, it's 80 minutes. If your finish time is 1 hour 20, you need to be used to spending 1 hour 20 on your feet and moving at a decent intensity. So when you're spending above 60 minutes at any kind of intensity, most people are going to have a lot of their glycogen stores depleted. Not everyone. If you're a tiny female, you might not, but a lot of people will. So fueling with electrolytes, with carbs, these things are game changing for these hard, intense workouts. But yeah, very much enjoyed it. Still a lot more takeaways from this. I've made a couple of additions to my training and a couple of changes since this too. And very much looking forward to the next one. So the next official one I have booked is Malaga. Isn't it Malaga? Yeah, I think it's 19 weeks away, but I will try and get in one sooner. There's plenty of work to be done. So yeah, enjoyed it. Any other questions or anything, shoot them over. I'll see you in the next one.
Wait, what's that? How was it?
Very, very tough. Got a PB though, 3 minutes. The lunges were way better. Lunges went really, really good. No cramps, because the electrolyte gels I had, plus I took the electrolyte drink Sojourn. So no cramps, so the lunges were way ahead. Burpees I think were maybe a touch faster. I think I timed them at 6 minutes. Something, I think that's a little bit quicker. Wall balls, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was faster too. Everything went better. The only thing is, I think burpees actually even hurt more this time too. I remember doing it. It's this close. So just saying fuck this and stop it. This close. Yeah, good job.
So we're in the Museum of Optical Illusions, and this is just, I don't really know if it's an illusion, but you just see yourself. What's better than 1 rary? 20 raries. Does it get any better? I don't know.
How was your feed?
Very nice. I'm very tired. You can't see. Food was very good.
Currently waiting on the Uber.
Yeah, it's taking its time. His demonstrations. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. So.
It's not an M4, is it?
No, he's not. He should be though.
Yeah. It's taking a sweet time.
Yeah. I'll be getting 1 star. When he gets me home.
What would you have rated your feed?
Steak. One of the best steaks I've had in a while that I can remember. Definitely Spanish. I've always had good experiences with Spanish steakhouses. Chips were very, very good too. Didn't get a starter. Just went for garlic chips and steak. But nicely full man. What did you think of yours?
Yeah, it was good.